Hey guys, welcome back. Ian Tenenbaum here. If we haven't met, I work with founders with ADHD, entrepreneurs, and I help them build a business, learn how their brain works. I've worked with hundreds of entrepreneurs, helping them raise millions of dollars, grow millions in revenue. I am a founder with ADHD myself. Scalable is my third business. It is the most profitable, and I've actually learned how to create the business of my dreams that works for my brain, that is sustainable, stable, and scalable. And I want to teach you guys the same. So welcome, and let's jump into it. So I've worked with a lot of ADHD founders, and something I've noticed, something kind of wild, is the ones who succeed, they don't actually have more discipline. They're not more organized. They just build things differently. And in this video, I'm going to break down exactly what they do so you can stop forcing yourself to work like everyone else and start building momentum that actually sticks. So when I first started coaching ADHD entrepreneurs, I thought the ones who were killing it must have had it all figured out, how to be consistent, how to stick to routines, how to overcome all the chaos. But that's not it. It turns out that the ones who are thriving, they still struggle with focus. They still forget stuff. They still bounce around. They've just built better systems that let them win anyway. So let me walk you through what I've seen again and again, these patterns that keep showing up with the founders who actually make this work. Successful ADHD entrepreneurs, founders, stop fighting against their natural rhythm. They stop trying to force the 9-to-5 schedule if their brain doesn't work like that. They stop shaming themselves for needing stimulation or movement breaks. They start building their days around when they're on. One of my best clients realized that her best creative window was between 8 and midnight. So we built her whole business around planning for that. Another blocks off Monday because they're always foggy and they just don't want the expectations of things on Monday. So we plan around that. They're still showing up. They're just not forcing it in times that the energy doesn't match. So this one is huge. Every successful ADHD founder I know has built some type of visibility and accountability. Doesn't mean micromanaging. It means people know what they're doing and they're not building in isolation. One client posts his weekly sprint goals in our group, and every Monday we have a layer of visibility where in our group we have weekly planning, we have check-ins. In my accelerator, we are holding each other accountable. I have clients that have entire teams that are building startups, and I have clients that are on their own. And the ones that are on their own really benefit from having some type of accountability. Either you have it built in or you architect it for yourself. So here's a pattern that no one really talks about and that most successful entrepreneurs expect to crash. They don't avoid it. They don't pretend it's not coming. They plan accordingly. We build in buffers. We figure out how to bounce back quicker. We make room for being human. Sometimes we fall off. Sometimes we're in circles. Sometimes we're spinning. So we need to lower the volume of resisting that, accept it, and then we can get back on track quicker. So it becomes more about time to recovery, less about avoiding these swings. A lot of ADHD founders struggle because they're chasing some imaginary ideal or vision, some version of success that they saw on Instagram or a podcast. And ones who actually feel grounded in what they're building, they have stopped trying to fit into the mold or do it like others, right? So one of my clients thought he needed to build this massive SaaS business, but he realized running a solopreneur business with enough cash flow and freedom is actually better in line with his strengths. Another client just doubled down on referrals instead of trying to force herself into marketing and sales strategies that don't work for her. So you got to think about what is your natural pattern, what works for you, and how do you build around it? So if you're building a business with ADHD, don't wait to feel more disciplined. Don't beat yourself up not working like everyone else. Just start paying attention to what already works for you, where your energy flows, what systems or processes do keep you on track, and how to build in safety nets for when we get off track. So the difference I see, it's completely learnable. If this resonates, I talk about this stuff all the time. You can check out more of my videos, get on my newsletter, totally free. And if you're curious, come join us in the community. And I will see you in the next video. Make sure to like, subscribe, and all those things.